John Cena's WrestleMania 41 plans may have been revealed. Plus, absent AEW stars were backstage recently at Dynamite. And the real reason that Chris Jericho won the Ring of Honor title. Hi, guys! It's all in the Cultaholic Wrestling News right now. I get the ick when I say that.
Do you not like Chris Jericho?
Hi, guys! I like Chris Jericho, but I also don't like him. We'll talk about him in a bit. Let's talk about Jonathan Cena, Wabadoo, etc. His retirement tour is fast approaching, and it looks as if there are some big plans on the table, potentially, for WrestleMania.
Yes, according to the Wrestling Observer in a recent report saying that WWE have strongly talked about having John Cena challenge for one of the world titles, and this includes at WrestleMania 41, with the report stating, we do know that the idea of Cena challenging one of the two champions in an effort to have him break Flair's record is something strongly talked about, including for Mania. I really want to see John Cena have another world title before he finally laces up his sneakers. I think it needs to happen, but does it need to happen at WrestleMania?
That is the thing, because I think Cody, obviously there's lots of question marks over The Rock's availability for WrestleMania, but surely a match with Cody and Roman seems to be a potential.
For the third year in a row.
To do a third year in a row. Why not?
Yeah.
Cody Roman 3. It's a very different story to the one they told before. And with Cody Rock potentially in there as well. Cody Cena. I mean, you've still got a few months to build that and put that
100%. I mean, that's assuming he's going for the undisputed WWE Championship. There is also the World Heavyweight Championship. I personally don't see Gunther losing that title before WrestleMania at this current point. Does Cena take it off him at WrestleMania?
I kind of see Cena being somebody that Gunther would defeat, like another trophy for Gunther. He should defeat him. And that would be like a perfect rub for Gunther. Hell, Austin Theory's beat John Cena at WrestleMania, so Gunther can do it. But John Cena having a world title in 2025 in his final year of his career to get that 17-time championship, that feels right. But I also want him to get that IC title at some point, because he needs that Grand Slam. That's the only one he hasn't won, isn't it? Him and Sheamus for the IC title. There you go.
Them. So whoever's got it at the time that Cena's back, have them vacate it, and Sheamus and Cena go head to head. Only one of you get it.
Only one of you get it, and then the other one wins it the next night on Raw. Yeah. That's how we can do it.
That's how it happens. That's how it happens.
Former world champion Damien Priest was the talking point on WrestleVotes Radio. They say there are talks to strengthen Damien Priest's character in regards to merchandising and appearance. This is after Priest was paying homage to his Puerto Rican culture with the Vigilante. The Vigilante
Yes,
mask.
this is the mask that looks kind of bat-like. Quite a big thing in Puerto Rican culture for carnival season. I was reading on wikipedia.com.
I just knew that because I know everything.
Yes, you do.
Damien Priest, potentially that would mean maybe getting a little bit of a rework. WrestleVote saying WWE strongly considering making the Vigilante part of his character and really turning up his babyface persona.
I'd quite like to see this. Priest has quite strangely and kind of out of left field become one of the top babyface characters without actually having, did have a definitive turn with the Finn Balor thing. But even before that, it felt like he was skewing towards being a really popular. And I feel it happened around about Clash at the Castle, where he had that issue with the rope. And then afterwards, people went, he's quite good.
He's quite good.
We're going to cheer him now. And it's worked. He feels like a main event star. Maybe that presentation aspect of his entrance, we could get to the next level if he's got this look that he wants to go for and really ramp it up and get the machine behind him. I'm all for it. A Damien Priest sustained main event push going into the next year.
How about a sustained main event push for Wardlow on AEW television?
Now, interesting enough, PW Insider saying Wardlow was backstage at this week's AEW Dynamite taping, saying he looked healthy, but there is no word on whether he's returning. Do I want to see a sustained push for Wardlow at the top of the card right now? No, because there is so many other names and so many top talents. There's too many cooks. I want to see so many people at the top of the card, and unfortunately for me, Wardlow, with how long he's been out I think he needs a bit more time building that momentum up before just going straight in.
Yeah, that's a good shout. And I like that they are resting people now. They're not rushing to get people back. They're waiting for a good place to slot them in. Similar story with Bandido. The Wrestling Observer reporting that Bandido's been recently backstage at Dynamite. He's been cleared to make an in-ring return. We just don't know when yet.
I hope soon. It feels like he's been stop-start with his momentum because of injuries. Him coming back, I feel, will fill a gap that if we're not going to see them on screen because of external reasons, that this will fill the gap of the Lucha Bros, because he's got a similar sort of in-ring vibe to Phoenix and Penta in that sort of sense. And having more luchadors on TV, it's quite good. It's entertaining. I can't complain at all. So if Bandido's back, and hopefully it will be soon, he does get that push in that mid-card scene. I think that going for the Continental Classic would be a really good spot for him going into the latter few months of the year. I can't believe it's almost the end of 2024, Tom.
I know, right? It's been a massive year for AEW. Big TV deal that's going to set them up for years and years to come. Wrestling Observer saying that there is still some negotiations to be done, but we're getting close to a TV deal for Ring of Honor. Some speculation that True TV could be the station where Ring of Honor lands in the near future. But this pertains to Chris Jericho and his second trip on top of the Ring of Honor mountain, whether we like it or not.
You love it.
I love it.
You love it. You love the learning tree. You sit in the learning tree with your little hammock.
I hate it, and that's good, because I meant to hate it.
You meant to hate it. You love it.
You're stitched up like a kipper there. Wrestling Observer reporting that the real reason behind Chris Jericho's Ring of Honor world title reign once more is similar to the first one, in the sense that they are now shopping out Ring of Honor. They're close to getting a deal. They need a marquee name to be Ring of Honor World Champion, and Chris Jericho is that marquee name that they have chosen from the entire roster to lead the company.
You know what? I think it makes perfect sense. I think as much as you can throw criticism at Chris Jericho, he is still, whether we like it or not, a marketable, bankable name. He's still Chris Jericho, who has 30 years of experience in professional wrestling that companies will go, yeah, he's a good guy to have as the face of the company. He's a recognizable name. If you're going, hey, Ring of Honor, we want that on TV, and you're going to get Chris Jericho with it, along with all these names, having Chris Jericho at the front of that list of names makes the most sense. Do I enjoy the fact that he's Ring of Honor World Champion 2024? No. But I completely understand where it's coming from.
You see the ends justifying the means.
I 100%. If it means that Ring of Honor gets a TV deal and isn't stuck in this purgatory on Honor Club, then yes, I will say that the learning tree will be beneficial for it.
And there is no greater wrestling purgatory currently than Ring of Honor on Honor Club. Kate from Fightful, we disagree on a lot of things, and you are in fact the silliest of all silly geese. But the one thing that we do stand on is the fact that Ring of Honor is just this vapid hour with, you've got Athena plugging away and doing some great work with the Minions and Billy Starks, and story there is incredible. But otherwise, it's just this wasteland where nothing of consequence happens, and it's devastating that Ring of Honor, a promotion with such pedigree, has become that.
Prestige.
And you know, we made the comparison a few times to Ring of Honor in the warm embrace of AEW being like when WWE relaunched ECW. But I'll say this, at least that ECW had contingent coherent stories that were told on the regular.
Yeah.
Where, for better or for worse, they did. And with this, I really want them to turn it around Ring of Honor, because there's such promise in having ROH on your books.
I think they still need to rebrand it slightly to be AEW Ring of Honor.
You said this before, and I really like that idea.
Yeah, I think that would benefit it, alongside having Jericho as world champ, going into negotiations and saying, hey, it is part of the AEW family rather than being a separate company. It is AEW Ring of Honor. You're getting that as part of your package, as part of our company deal. I just don't think, I think that'll be a last resort. I think it'll be a case of, hey, we want to, as much as, yes, it is a purgatory, it's a wasted hour for some people, it's still Ring of Honor, and there is still a chance that the name alone and going, hey, it's Ring of Honor and you've got Chris Jericho, will do the trick and give it a TV deal that Tony Khan clearly wants for Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
But it's a wait and see. Maybe Chris Jericho will do the job.
Maybe he will help Ring of Honor set sail, as he is with the Jericho Cruise in 2025. This was a fun little bit from the Observer today.
Pointing that he asked Jushin Thunder Liger, who's been retired since 2020, to come out of retirement for one more match. Jushin Thunder Liger said no. He said no because he feels he's too old. He's 59 years old. Man wants a retirement. And I respect that. And is he going to get a worthy match to come out of retirement with Chris Jericho? I'll let you decide on that one.
You can let us know in the comments down below. Yeah. This weekend is WWE Crown Jewel from Saudi Arabia. We're raising money for Save the Children on our live reaction stream with Adam and Andrew. You can join them tomorrow at youtube.com/cultaholic/live. You'll have what happened at Crown Jewel and the WTF moments exclusively on Patreon with Ross as well. However, this weekend, the undisputed internet exploring experience takes place on our Twitch, doesn't it,
100% tonight.
I called you Andrew.
You called me Andrew. My
Sorry.
God, tonight at 6
Sorry,
p.m.
Alan.
You'll join Fraser and Adam Cole, baby. The Chugs is joining us on the Twitch channel tonight. We're going to be playing some Call of Duty Black Ops 6 Zombies because it's just brand new. And although it's just after Halloween, we thought we'd keep the spooky theme one more night and play some zombies. So Adam Cole joining us tonight at 6 p.m. GMT. It's going to be a lot of fun.
I can't wait. The Fraser-Adam Cole friendship that has been born on Twitch.
Blossoming. I can't wait.
And for the latest wrestling news at any time, you can check out cultaholic.com. Stay safe. Love you. Bye.